Hi, my name is Rodi Alexander, and I am a professional entertainer, a health coach, published author, and a fitness enthusiast, as well as a wife and mother. In March of 2009, I was diagnosed with a rare, progressive, fatal lung disease called lymphangial leiomyomatosis, LAM. Because of my healthy lifestyle choices, I am continually determined to overcome the odds. Please join me in my quest for living healthy, and welcome to my show. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Living Healthy with Rodi for another great, healthy, organic episode of cooking. I have to apologize because today I am not able to stay. I have a very important appointment at my son's school, but we have spared no expense. The good people here at Living Healthy with Rodi have flown in a superstar, a movie star, a TV star, a recording star. And she is going to host the show for me today. She is the greatest female singer of all times. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the incomparable Miss Barbra Streisand. Hello, gorgeous people. How are you? I'm all verklempt, verkackt, and verschimmelt. I flew all the way in from Hollywood, California to be here for you wonderful people. Well, actually, that's really true because I was here visiting my ex-boyfriend, Don Johnson. So I thought I'd make a stop before I have to leave, which is very soon, actually. So we have to get started because we're making Rodi's special organic homemade chicken soup. Jewish penicillin. Don't tell me not to cook. I'm a Jewish mother. Life is full of candy. I only buy organic butter. Don't use a GMO to rain on my parade. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, we're going to get started here. So happy to be here. The very first thing that we need to do when we're starting to cook and make chicken soup is we're going to use, because I love to cook healthy, is vegetable broth. And this is low sodium, so I'm going to put the entire container. This is Imagine Organic. Use the whole container. And then we're going to use, I like to use a chicken stock, and this one, Rodi said that she bought at Costco, which you can see to the screen to the right of me. I'm going to use the entire chicken stock. And then, of course, we have to add water. Now, if you're a vegetarian, of course, you can use both vegetarian stocks. And I'm going to use this whole thing is 64 ounces. There we go. So we have all liquids. Okay, and now for the goodies. I used about 5 carrots, which I actually cleaned off and I peeled. And we're just going to dump those in there. Now, carrots are loaded with vitamin A, as well as magnesium, fiber, vitamin K, all those good, wonderful things that are good for your body and your cells. So we're going to use those carrots, and then we're going to use celery. Now, I used about 5 long stalks of celery. Celery are also loaded with wonderful, wonderful, good nutrition. It's also naturally, has a lot of natural salt, but salt that's good for you. I used 1 large onion, sweet onion, and I chopped that up, and I'm going to put that in there. And a little secret ingredient that Rodi said that she loves to use is sweet potato. Now, sweet potato is a distant relative to potatoes. This nutritional value in here in the sweet potato rather than the potato is far greater. They contain more than 100% the RDI, which is recommended daily intake, I guess. It used to be the RDA, but now they switched to the RDI, but who cares? More than any other regular vegetable, it's also a great source of fiber and vitamin C. And this is a nice little sweetness. We used only 1 sweet potato. Okay, next is Chinese cabbage that I like to put in, which is bok choy. Rodi uses this as a special ingredient, and so do I. Jewish penicillin, you know what I'm saying? There's more calcium in bok choy than any other vegetable milk, you name it, there's more calcium in bok choy. And it's an anti-cancer prevention. I chopped up the leaves here as well. I used that whole stalk that you saw in the picture next to. It eases weight loss, blood pressure reduction, a powerful anti-inflammatory, so we love to use bok choy. Okay, those are the vegetables. Now we're going to season it a little bit. We're going to put, because I used a low sodium for both of the chicken stock and the vegetable stock, we're going to just add a little bit of the Celtic sea salt, and we're just going to pour maybe just about that much, just to give a little flavor. And even though we're going to use fresh garlic at the very end, we're going to use fresh garlic. I like to use a little bit of garlic powder just to season it a little bit, just a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to use turmeric. Turmeric is like loaded with anti-inflammatory and wonderful properties. So it's really nice to put into soups. It's a good way to get it in there. And of course, we're going to use crushed black pepper. I'm wearing second-hand hats, second-hand clothes. Know what I'm talking about? All right. And I believe that is really all that we have to do right now. At the very, very end, I don't know if I'll be here for it. Maybe Rodi will be here. She's going to put in the parsley fresh so that we don't cook out all of the wonderful nutrients in it. We're going to do that at the end. And like I said before, we're also going to cut up lots of garlic and put that in towards the end so that you get the full benefits from the garlic in its whole state. We're going to peel it, of course, first. We're not going to just dump it in. We're going to peel it, we're going to slice it, and we're going to do what we have to do to it. You know what I'm talking about? So that's it. And then we're going to put it on the stove right now, and we're going to cover it. Oh, well, it would help to put in the chicken, wouldn't it? Since it is chicken soup, which I have right here. And as you see, we use the Bell Evans. You can rinse if you'd like to rinse. And just put in the whole chicken part, because in about an hour and a half, we're going to let this cook. We're going to first let it boil. And then we're going to put it in. Oh, my hands are wet. There's me here. We're going to debone it about an hour and a half in, and then we're going to let it cook for another half an hour. So 2 hours total. There we go. And we're going to rinse this off. And add that. There we go. So there you have it. We're going to put that on right now, let it boil, and then we're going to turn it down low and let it simmer. Top on. And I'll see you in about an hour and a half, and then I've got to run. Hello, and we're back. We're here to take out the chicken, to debone it. So I'm going to take a plate, and I'm going to put the chicken parts on the plate, and I'm going to come over there, and I'm going to cut it up, and then put it back into the pot. And it's coming out fantastic. It's been about an hour and a half. Looks good. We're going to take the skin off. We want to get the chicken fat from the skin into the chicken soup. And you just pull it back like that. Put it aside. And you just start to cut it up. Get it away from the bone. All around until there's nothing left but bone. And we'll do that with each one. And then put it back in the soup. Happy days are here again, let me tell you. And there you have it. I cut up all of the chicken parts and I threw the bones away. We got a lot of that great bone nutrition into the soup. We're going to put this back into the soup, let it cook for another maybe 20 minutes or so on very low heat, and your chicken soup is ready. If you have a cold, this is like the most perfect thing to have throughout the day. And what I want you to do is I want you to chop up the garlic, fresh and put it into your bowl as soon as you take it out of the pot, because then you'll have the garlic. The garlic is a natural antibiotic. It's terrific. It makes you feel better, and you'll get well soon. Okay? So this has been such a wonderful pleasure. I unfortunately won't be here for the very end because there's a helicopter waiting for me right now to take me back to James Brolin, the love of my life. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see him again. Aren't you happy for me? I'm so much nicer that I'm happy. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, have a wonderful day, everybody, and enjoy the chicken soup. Bye-bye. And I'm back. Barbara had to go. The helicopter was waiting for her. She's got to get back to Hollywood, California. I want to thank her so very much for stepping in for me today and hosting the show. Our chicken soup is ready, so let's finish it off and show it to you. It looks fantastic. Look at this. With our sweet potatoes, carrots, celery, bok choy, and lastly, what I want to do is when you shut off the flame, now it's been on the stove for 2 hours, you're going to add, I've added about 6 garlic cloves, nice fresh garlic, and then I add some parsley, about a bunch, and it's going to melt in there, but you're going to preserve all of the wonderful nutrients and vitamins in the parsley. And then you can serve it at the last minute, and it is ready. It is absolutely ready. This is organic, healthy, homemade Jewish penicillin chicken soup, my recipe. So thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you the next episode. Have a great day, everybody. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.